my own scripts to run things. Those scripts run on Windows 11. Okay, so this is the latest build. This is the Windows Insider, but which will only work with laptops, desktops that are Windows 11 compatible, and not systems that have been tweaked, or I don't want to say hacked, or modified enough to run Windows 11 like my other ones. It will not allow me to go in there and make changes. This is a good little program. This is Wise Game Booster. Not only does it optimize the system, it frees up RAM. It's RAM that's stuck. Windows 10, 7, all the way down, even on the server, the same thing. It works the same way, and despite what people might say, they all work the same. So all Microsoft is doing is building up, but they should start from scratch and wipe and build something. Don't build on top. They all like to do that. They did it with Android. They build on top of the OS and Linux too. Why don't you start clean, fix the problems? I told Google and Linux and the people from Linux, why are the settings at default? That's why people's phones, tablets are not fast. I wrote a ROM firmware update and to fix tablets and the phones so they run at maximum Wi-Fi performance, not some legacy default. And Microsoft does the same thing too. I don't know what the settings for this is. I should download the latest driver for Realtek for this device. I bet you it'll run better. Okay, this is Wise Care 365. This is the latest version, 6.2.2 Pro. Do not, on any circumstance, turn on Wise protection on, especially on this laptop. It's gonna be slow as an ox. So now this laptop is speedy. I think that's another thing we can do. We can actually change the virtual memory. That's using even though this is not using a mechanical hard drive, it's using memory. You could tweak it a little bit. Remember, it's 4 gig. So reality is supposed to double that, make it 8 gig. So make believe it's 12 gig. That's what the swap file should be set to. I don't know on this. I haven't really played around with it. And it was better not to put it on the same drive, the swap file on the same drive. You have to always keep it on a different drive. Yeah. And some people, what they did in the past, they used to have the swap drive on C and had the swap drive on D. So you had 2 hard drives and then run it that way. But that might overload the system. It's when Windows call for RAM and there's no RAM there, like a buffering. And you turn, some people, well, if you got like 32 gig, 64 gig of RAM, you don't need to use a hard drive. Yes, you do, because the way Microsoft wrote Windows. It's not going to say, hey, check on the RAM that's available. No, it's going to check on the hard drive. Because that drive, that RAM, that buffering, it's going to be like it's permanent. Yeah, because the RAM will fill up, but the RAM doesn't clean itself out. And that's the biggest issue. That's why you need programs like this to clean out your system. And in the registry, this will back up. This is good. I helped them too. I used to beta test, and for that they didn't pay me. They just gave me stuff for free. But I don't do it anymore. I still sometimes tell them things. Like I'll tell them, hey, it's doing this. They need a partnership. Get this program built into Windows 11. Get it, and Microsoft give them a kickoff. Yeah, then we wouldn't have it automatic. If it detects the drive is dirty, which this does detect, they'll say, hey, you have like 2 gig of junk files. It needs to be clean. This all should be all automatic. I know in the beginning it is, but yeah, you got to go manually into it. Why don't you just make everything automatic? Clean the RAM, free up space, clear out the clipboard. These are the things that make these programs, make the laptop, desktop, server, everything slow down. That's why this, Well, I do tell them, but they don't really listen. So, you know, you don't have better performance. But even on the Apple, I have the iPad that can slow down too. That depends on about the space is free. They give you what 32, 64, 128, 256, 512. I don't know if they give you 1 terabyte now. I guess they do. Yeah, but their Mac Pro, their iMac, it can bog down too. Don't let that fool you. I don't know. I don't want to take out these base files in case I have to go back. Let's see. System tune up. Doesn't need privacy. This is an extra privacy. Can actually scan. This can tell you what's underneath the hood, but it's kind of off. This has a password generator. This is very good. You can it goes from 10 all the way up to I think 30. Yeah, let me do that. The little button is not designed for. I think it's 30. Yeah, 30 is the max. So you can have digital, lowercase, uppercase, special characters. Whoops. And see, it generated it. And then you copy and you send, you see? So, and you can, yeah, you can, so it has its own password generator, which is pretty cool. I've used it a couple of times. But, yeah, so that's it. I just have the two programs to keep the machine running clean and running perfect. That's it. I know you can do other tweaks too. But the NIC card, even though I try to tweak it, I mean, just make sure it's running at 802.11ac if you're using AC or you're using my Wi-Fi. This is Wi-Fi 5. They have Wi-Fi 6. They actually have Wi-Fi 7 out, which is better than 6. So don't spend a lot of money on 6, knowing that 7 is around the corner. We're gonna do another demonstration. I took out a desktop out to upgrade it, but it's shot. There's not much I can do. That's why you didn't see another video on it. I did big video on it. I went to turn on and nothing happened. I tried everything. It's shot. I mean, I had it for over 10 years. I got those in 2009, and I upgraded the CPU. But I'd have to replace. I would have to take out the motherboard, put one of those Ryzen chips in there, and bring it up to speed. And the case is nothing wrong with the case. You just take out the motherboard and put newer technology in there. Right now, money is tight. I know I asked you guys for donations, but if you want to see stuff, yeah, maybe right now I have another video to show on a sound bar. How I mounted in the kitchen now. Yeah, because before I just had I used to put it on top of the cabinet, but I didn't like the way the sound. The way I have it now, it sounds better. What else I was gonna say? Then I have some stuff that I did buy. That's electronic. I haven't done anything with it yet. It's still in the box. But that's about it. There's not much else going on there. Windows 11 is working. I know it's not perfect. There's some little glitches. I don't know if it's on my main system. I don't know if it's a 46-inch screen and a 27-inch screen inverter. Oh yeah, I meant to tell a lot of you. Okay, I can talk about that in another video. Oh wow, this 31 minutes. Okay, that's about it. Okay, follow up right now. This is running. The issue where it would sleep, you have to go into settings and change the sleep. Tell them that it can shut the screen down, but not to shut down completely. There's no hard drive in this. It's a memory drive. You don't have to. There's a lot of settings you don't have to worry about, and then you can wake it up. Otherwise, the other way it wasn't waking up. And I know Microsoft. I did mention it to them because it's inside. It can tell them what's going on. See, this is pretty. It's freed up 248 megs, and this is the CPU. You can clear up the memory too. Speed up system. See, hey, and that's it. Just use this. Well, I did a video with this, and I needed something to play music through over Bluetooth through to the receiver, and this works perfectly. This has good quality sound. It's not, yeah, some people say, well, it's a cheap laptop and gateway. Well, I don't know. They should have gave you at least 8 gig of RAM. They squeeze out 4 gig. And the other one I bought, I sent it back to Walmart for the 4 gig of RAM. Went down to 185, and it was getting errors. And this little thing was red, telling me that the CPU is running overboard. So something happened to it. So when I did a factory restore, I went back to normal. I don't know if it's the OS or I don't know, but it wasn't working right, and I ain't taking no chances. And it's cheap. And the screen, I had with the LED bleeds, it was really bad, and it wasn't like this is glossy because it's touchscreen. That thing is flat panel, flat like matted. I don't want no matted screen. I have a TV in the kitchen that's matted. But my Sony and my other this TV, this is 4K in here, and the other 4K, it's glossy black. I don't want matted. You don't want matted screen. That's the old technology. This is not. Okay, that's about it. So this is another follow up with this laptop and what's happening with this. It's not hot, which is a plus. Plus, I have it on marble too. So. All right, until next time, take care, everybody. I have a couple of laptops. I'm gonna show. I have an Acer netbook. Those are minis. Those were $249. They were like a 10-inch screen. I wanted to take out the hard drive in it and put 128 SSD. I do have that. I don't know why I stopped doing it. Or maybe I forget because it only has single core. Then I have a dual core i3 Acer. Yeah. That's running Windows 11 as well. All right. Check out those. Following up. Take care. Oh, don't forget to subscribe. I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers to the channel. Let the channel grow. I know a lot of you visit and see all my reviews, and they're very lengthy. Yes, I tell it like it is. I give you a lot of information because back when I used to do that stuff and used to sell a lot of electronics back in the day, I used to tell people, hey, try it out. You like it, you can, or if you think about it, you can come back and buy it. I usually do. I never sell extended warranties. I didn't believe in them. I know I used to make the district manager and regional manager pissed off, but I didn't care if they were or not. I made them a lot of money because I did sell a lot of stuff. I beat them when they used to come into the store and sell electronics. They made me assistant store manager. If I'd stayed, I would have become a manager. They tried to keep me to stay, but I didn't want to. It's boring. I went more into computers. Okay. Take care.